Hey everyone, my name is Aaron and I'm the marketing manager here at Waypoint Property Inspection. And today I wanted to talk about the 4-point inspection. It's a very hot topic. We get a lot of questions about it. There's a lot of concerns that happen with it and it's completely understandable. So in this video, I basically wanted to cover everything about the 4-point inspection and answer your common questions. So with that, let's just get started. A quick description about a 4-point inspection. A 4-point inspection basically covers the 4 points of the home, and those are the roof, electrical, plumbing, and AC. So with that, we're looking for general operation, safety issues, and basically anything that could tell us that the system is not functioning as it should be. And this report is actually condensed into a nice format, nice organized report for the insurance company. So it's really not for your agents. It's really not for you, the homeowner. It's really just built for the insurance companies here in the state of Florida. Before we jump into what's included into a 4-point inspection, I want to talk about a little bit of history behind the 4-point inspection. With the 4-point inspection, it was actually started in 1992 after Hurricane Andrew. See, Hurricane Andrew came along and basically ripped up a lot of roofs, and when that happened, a lot of people were filing roof claims with their insurance companies, and Florida insurance companies were completely unprepared for this. The reason being is because they basically were told, these are a 25-year shingle, so my roof has 10 years life left, and I don't have any issues with my roof, so they were really caught off guard when this happened. So they developed this 4-point inspection to basically remedy those issues so they can keep up with the maintenance of older homes to ensure that, the roofs are in good standing, that systems are operating as they should be. Today, now we have the 4-point inspection here in Florida, and other states, there are similar 4-point inspections that they have, like South Carolina comes to mind for me, although it's not as common like it is here in Florida. The next question I wanted to cover is, when is a 4-point inspection required? So there's a lot of confusion about when a 4-point inspection is required, but basically it's whenever your insurance company is asking for it. So when you're shopping around for insurance for your home, basically your insurance agent should be telling you when they need the 4-point inspection. However, in a most general case, when your home reaches 30 years of age, that is usually when it's required. So when your home is, say, built in 1970, you're probably going to need a 4-point inspection. However, some insurance companies we have heard of require a 4-point inspection when the home is only 5 years old. So I know that's a big difference, but most of the time, we're going to say it's required at 30 years of age. Finally, let's talk about what is included in the 4-point inspection. And the first topic I wanted to cover was the roof. So I have some notes here that basically outline, the different defects that we're looking for. So we'll just jump right into it. So basically, we're going to report on the roof type, roof age, approximate life left, and any damage or concerns. Some of the damages and concerns we might find are excessive granule loss, loose shingles, lifting shingles, cracked tiles, missing tiles or shingles, damaged tiles or shingles, missing fasteners, roof leaks, and then finally previous unprofessional repairs. So while that is a big list, that's all the things we could be looking for. So any sort of damage, lifting shingles, signs of aging, damage to the roof, missing fastener on metal roofs. But as a final note, we're looking at the life left. So we're reporting roof type, roof age, any permitting that we find, any damage, unprofessional repairs, and then finally that roof life expectancy. In the roof section, insurance companies are looking for 5 years of life left. So if you have 3, most insurance companies are going to ask you to replace your roof. If you have 1, they're definitely going to ask you to replace your roof. The reason being is, well, as a homeowner, you might say, well, I have a year to budget for a new roof since it has 1 year of life left. If a new hurricane comes by in the next 2 months, because we're in the middle of hurricane season, well, the insurance company is going to have to pay for that new roof because you're just going to file a claim. Well, you guys are insured me, and now I need a new roof, so you guys are going to pay for it. Insurance companies are trying to put a stop to all that with the 4-point inspection, so just keep that in mind. If your roof is looking under 5 years of age, unfortunately, you're probably going to have to replace that. So the next section is electrical, and for the electrical system, we're noting any repairs, the type of wiring in the panel, the age, the condition, and any safety hazards. Some of those safety hazards, I have my list here, could be a Federal Pacific electrical panel, a Challenger electrical panel, Sylvania Zinsco electrical panels, cloth wiring, double-tapped breakers, knob and tube wiring, 2 prong outlets, fuse boxes, aluminum wiring, and possibly the neutral and grounds connected at a sub panel. So while that is a long list, the majority of the time in the electrical section, if your home is older, meaning older 30 years of age, you're probably going to run into these issues. If your home is newer, more than likely you're not going to run into any electrical issues. Just keep that in mind. If your home's been updated, permitted with new electrical wiring, you've had a really great contractor come out and do some repairs, and your home is older, you're probably in the clear. So just keep that in mind. There are some other little red flags that could come up, such as you have aluminum wiring, but it's been remedied by Alumicon connectors. That depends on the insurance company, so we can't give a direct answer on that, but just something to keep in mind. Now, the next section, the second to last section, is the plumbing section. So in the plumbing section, we're looking for general function and any leaks. So that being said, we're looking for polybutylene piping. So that is actually a type of piping basically notorious for leaking at the connections. We're also looking for improper TPR discharge tubes, water heater age, improper traps, and any water leaks. So for example, if we look underneath a sink and it has an S-trap and there's a leak, that's going to have to be repaired. And finally, the last section is the HVAC section, which is basically the heating, ventilation, air, and conditioning section. So in this section, we're looking for general functionality and does the home cool as it should. So we look for a temperature differential of 14 to 24, basically the air going into the unit versus the temperature of the air coming out of the unit. We also turn on the heat, make sure the heat works, and then perhaps we might go in your crawl space or attic and see if the ductwork is in good condition. If the ductwork has been chewed by rats, it's non-functional at that point, then your HVAC system is non-functional at that point. So more than likely, you're going to have to do some repairs. Now, that sums up what is included in a 4-point inspection, but before we just conclude here, I wanted to make a final note about a common question we get. So a common question we get is, how does a 4-point inspection differ from a home inspection? And there's a lot of differences, and some people like to use the 4-point inspection to basically use it as their home inspection. I would not recommend that. The reason being is because the 4-point inspection is built for insurance companies here in Florida. It's not built to be used as a home inspection for purchasing an investment or a real estate property. For example, there's a couple different things here, or a couple different notes that I have that is going to be included on your home inspection that would not be included on your 4-point inspection. And that could be individual outlet testing to make sure that all the outlets are functioning as they should be. Structural issues is a huge one. So if there are any structural issues and you're only getting a 4-point inspection, we're not going to note that on the 4-point inspection because the 4-point is for insurance. We only want to put on the 4-point inspection what is actually required because that's what's going to get you insurance the best way possible. The next is grading issues. Any mold issues, which is another huge one. So if we notice mold issues, well, it's not required in the 4-point inspection to share that information, so we're not going to share it with your insurance company. So the last one is basically a holistic picture of the home. So we're looking at all the different aspects and kind of piecing everything together to see what has happened since the home has been built. So that pretty much sums up what is a 4-point inspection, what's included, why it's here, and if you can just sample it or change it out for a general home inspection. If you have additional questions, be sure to just comment down below. We also have a ton of blogs and articles on our website that you can check out if you want to read up some more on, these specific cases. So if you, for example, run into a problem where you have a Challenger electrical panel, we have a blog on that. We have stuff on double tap breakers, aluminum wiring, you can name it. So that's all, guys. Thanks so much for watching.